My name is Linda Munyegeterva. I'm the Global Director for PPPs and Corporate Finance at the International Finance Corporation. IFC is a private sector part of the World Bank Group, and last year we mobilized over 70 billion of private capital, so basically investments into by private companies or into private companies. And our work in Uzbekistan actually dates back several years. I think it's fair to say that we have been on the PPP journey with Uzbekistan right from the beginning. We have helped in terms of on the regulatory and policy side in terms of helping the government structure the framework for PPPs. We have also supported in terms of capacity building, and most importantly, we have been transaction advisor on a number of projects. So you'll see that as of today, we have got 9 projects that we have closed that have delivered or will deliver at least 1.7 billion of private capital mobilization, and will impact positively over 1.7 million people. So I think first off, it's fair to say that the government of Uzbekistan has done really well in terms of moving forward the PPP agenda. As I mentioned earlier on, the reforms and the policies that have been put in place have really worked to support the attraction of private capital into the country. I think we continue to see the government issuing decrees and resolutions that support where they're needed to support, additional private sector engagement. You can see from this conference, actually, the attendance from some of the big players in the global market, that it really is a vote of confidence in the direction that Uzbekistan is taking in terms of its PPP agenda. And certainly the President's Vision 2030, the 2030 strategy, I think also gives clarity in terms of the direction of travel. So that's what investors like. I think the more that Uzbekistan is able to demonstrate the direction of travel, is able to give confidence, is able to continue to be a reliable partner, the more you'll see PPPs continue to grow. I think from what we saw today, there's definitely a significant interest, and I think as long as the government continues to respond to private sector input and also continues to evolve as they get experience in PPPs, I think you'll see that will automatically help in attracting more private capital investment. I think one last thing that I want to say is that I think we've also seen an evolution in terms of the government also trying to finesse its approach to Swiss challenges, where where there are sort of bilateral engagements, and I think that's also important in terms of ensuring that there is value for money and that there's quality investments coming into the country. I think there's quite a lot of innovative financing out there. Blended finance is certainly one aspect. So this comes obviously, in terms of the actual investment in projects. And it really is a combination of private capital and public capital, blending them together to make projects more affordable. There's also guarantees that can support projects in cases where it doesn't have to be a full guarantee. What we typically see are partial risk guarantees, which is something that the World Bank Group offers through its guarantees platform. And that's something that the government of Uzbekistan can tap into. It's certainly, I think a very good instrument that can be leveraged for any sector in PPPs. And then obviously there's financing like climate financing and quite a few innovative new financing structures that are out there. But I think what they do require is for the government to be really focused on its climate agenda, so ensuring that projects really take into account the impacts of climate. The other important aspect is ensuring that projects also focus on the ESG, so environmental and social aspects of the projects, because a lot of investors want to make sure that projects are sustainable, not only financially, but also from an environmental and social perspective.